Did you know like vertical streaming on YouTube and TikTok is one of the #1 ways to grow on your social media platforms? Like this one, for example, I'm going to show you how to make scenes for your vertical streaming, how to download the vertical TikTok streaming platform by Harris Hiller. So what you guys want to do is type in Atom TV in your Google Chrome or whatever browser you use. I will link it in the description if you guys don't want to type it in, and you just want to scroll down, and as you can see, it says Atom vertical plugin. You click download, and then obviously you've done that. So next, once you've brought up your OBS and you've done the download, it should pop up on your docs, and you click on vertical and then your vertical sources, scenes, and then you just type in your URL for your TikTok or your YouTube and then the stream key, and then click stream, and then it'll be done. In this video also I will show you how to make scenes like this one. So what you want to do is download Photo P, and I will also link that in the description. You can download it or you can just do it on Google. You click new project and then you just do the dimensions. You can just click on Insta Story because that'll be the width of your TikTok or YouTube live, and then you click create. So once you've loaded up Photo P and clicked on the Insta Story selection, because that's what the TikTok live will be like on your YouTube live if you want to do it vertically, just go on the internet and type in backgrounds, and then you click on images, and then you download any background you want. So for example, say I want this one, you click on it and you save the image. I'm going to save on download so I can find it, and then once it's downloaded, you go on file, open and place, go to your download, click on the download that you've just done, open it, and obviously it will appear on your layers at the bottom, but you just bring it up and then you'll be able to see it, and then you just make it to the size. So once you've done it to size and you've got it in about the same place, and it'll select with like a red line to when it's in the middle. So I'm gonna lock it by clicking the lock icon, and then what you want to do after that is obviously bring up your text and then click on where the text is, find whatever text you want to use. You can go on the font, do whatever font you want. I will link the font I'm using in the description. Click on the page, and then you just want to do starting soon. Double click on the T where your layers are, and that will highlight it, and then I will just do like a grey colour, and then as you can see that has popped up. But what I'm going to do, click on the layer, click on T, and then do this and just move it underneath. But to make sure the starting soon is in the middle, just click space. It's done. Obviously grey doesn't look great, so I'm going to pick a colour that I think would look somewhat good. So let's have a look at white. That looks great. You can also do gradients by doing blending options, gradient, click on the colour and then click on one of the little squares, the colour box, click, say if I wanted a bit of pink, then that'd be good like that. Click OK, and there's your starting soon. But I'm going to deselect it because I don't particularly like it. I'm just going to choose a different colour other than pink, like say like a light grey. Click OK, and then that's good. Now what I'm going to do is add some more stuff to my text. So I'm going to add a drop shadow, and it comes up like that. And then just make sure you click on the layer where it says drop shadow, make sure it's on normal, and then you can just mess around with how you want it. I'm going to put it at 90-degree angle, and then the size, you don't have to make that big, so let's try 5. You can just mess around with however you want it, and distance maybe 10. So that's how I'm going to set mine up, just like that. And what I like to do sometimes is do a bit of a bevel, and as you can see, it makes the text really good. You can mess around with how you want the size, how you want it to look, like the depth. As you can see, it makes it more not like 3D, so I'm going to do it like 58. You can do the size as well. I'm going to do 17. I think that looks good, and you can soften it as well, but I'm not going to mess around with that. And then just click OK. So that's the first thing for doing one of your scenes. What I'm going to do next is add some social media logos, like Instagram. Open, bring it up to the top, make it smaller. You don't want it too big, and then press Alt and then your arrows just to move it. So there's Instagram, and we'll do YouTube, make it smaller. You want it about the same size. You can always mess around with it. And then you want another one, let's say TikTok, make it smaller, Alt, and then your arrows. So once you've messed around and done your social media logos, what you want to do is go on tech, click on your screen. I'm just going to do at your name, and then you double click, just ignoring how many YouTube I've done. I've accidentally duplicated it. Make the size smaller by just clicking on the size and then just dragging it along, and then click on the mouse with the little plus underneath, and then you can just make it smaller by just doing that. Put it by your logos, social media logos, right click, blending options, and then do bevel, drop shadow. Okay, and that's what it looks like. You can add a few more things to it if you want to. You can blur your background, but what I'm going to do now is, what you want to do is select your background, click on image, adjustments, brightness and contrast. Do 20 for the brightness, 25 for the contrast. As you can see, it changed. Go in image again, adjustments, vibrance, 72 by vibrance, and then 20 saturation. And then as you can see, that made it much brighter. And if you want to do something to your Instagram logos, or your social media logos should I say, click on outer glow, say you want to do white. Okay, I'll drag that up a bit. Opacity, you don't have to mess around with that. Spread, can make it a little big. You want to do normal for the blend mode. Size, you can make bigger. So if I just click off that, you can see it did a little glow on the outside. You can mess around with the size. Same with your other logos, social media logos. So basically that's how you do a scene for one of your scenes on your TikTok or your YouTube live. So basically, if you want to change the name from starting soon to be right back, you just click on the eyeball to deselect it, click on the text tool and type in be right back, and then save it. Be fine. So I will just reselect that. And what you want to do after you've finished that and you've done all the scenes you want, click on export as, and then PNG, name it if you want, click save, and that'll be saved to your downloads. And now I'm going to show you how to add it. So once you've brought out your vertical scenes and sources, make a new scene. I'm just going to put SS for starting soon. Click on vertical scenes, name it. I'm just going to do SS. Okay, now you want to go to your sources, image, new image, browse, go to where it says downloads, project 10, and obviously the date and time you've done it or whatever you've named it as. Click OK. Now you just want to make sure it's the right size, so you can just always deselect it, lock it. You can make sure it's the right size, and that's what it looks like. But I'm just going to show you for a second how to add and make a scene like this. Say my main screen for my TikTok like this. I'm going to make a new one, so add new source, let's just say cam, and then you go to your sources, add, go to video capture, add your already used webcam, make it smaller so it fits. You don't have to make it this small, it's just your preference. So it will be like that. Lock it so you don't move it, and then add your capture, your display capture or your game capture. So let's say I'm just saying OBS, so just pretend that this is my game, and you make sure it's sort of in the middle. Lock it, and then that's that done. And then obviously you'll have whole scenes with your be right back, you're starting soon, your ending, and your main screen. If you guys need any help with alerts for your TikTok or YouTube, I can help you with that. Just comment down below and I will respond to your comment. So that was the video on how to make scenes for your TikTok or YouTube vertical streams. If you guys need any help, make sure you just comment down below and I will help you as much as I can. I also stream on YouTube and Twitch, so go check those out. They'll be in the description for my Twitch. If you did enjoy this video, you want to see more of these OBS videos, tutorials or how to make something for your sources. Comment down below, and if you did enjoy, make sure you like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.